Iana. I'm from Queens.
I'm Lily. I'm also from Queens.
What's the difference between Queens and Manhattan?
Manhattan is busier and has more stuff to do.
Manhattan's for the tourists.
What about the people?
Well, some parts of Manhattan are for the tourists.
Yeah.
What about the people? You see any differences?
Yes.
Half of them are tourists.
The people are
I mean
more
the personalities.
expressive. The people are more expressive over
Yeah.
here than Queens.
Yeah. All right, now y'all want to do dating questions or general questions?
Doesn't matter.
We can do dating questions.
Do dating questions?
Yeah.
All right. Now I ask people if like men should compliment women like randomly on the street. Some people say yes, some people say no. Where do you stand on that?
Okay. Especially in Manhattan, a lot of old men like to talk to really young girls. So if it's like a big age difference, then don't do it. If you guys think you're around the same age, then go ahead.
What about you? Same thing?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
Should men compliment women randomly on the streets?
It depends.
Why and why not?
If they're nice about it, then it's different. But if it's like you're across the street whistling and catcalling, that's like weird and awkward, and it makes the woman feel unsafe. It's like, what are you doing?
What if they walk up close to you and say, I like your nails?
I would smack them.
It depends on the
That's not
age.
good?
Because I don't, not smack them. Okay, that was a lot. But like, I would just feel really like awkward.
Really? Do you have that happen to you?
Yes. It literally happened to her an hour ago.
Really?
Like 20 minutes ago.
So you would say keep your compliments to yourself.
Yeah.
Depending on age.
Yeah, if you see that you're around our age, then that's different.
What about this guy right here that does it?
It would just be kind of awkward.
Really? All right, next question. How important is the way you dress when it comes to meeting, when it comes for men to meet women? Like when you look at a guy, he comes up to you, he's like, hey, what's up? I've seen you around here before, you look familiar. But he's never seen you, he's just trying to talk to you, right?
How they're dressed.
How they're dressed.
I don't think that matters. Really.
You don't think so? So they could be like wearing like Target clothes or, you know,
Yeah,
that
name
doesn't
brand, it wouldn't matter.
No.
All right, what are your thoughts on men approaching, it's kind of similar to the other one, men approaching women in public spaces like this to try to pick them up?
I think it's the age thing. Because over here, a lot of old men like to like catcall young girls.
Yeah.
Like,
Knowing that they're
I had
young.
an old man come up to me a couple minutes ago, and I'm like,
What do you say to you?
he was like, oh, you looking fine as F, da 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 da.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm 15.
Thank you. Bye.
So, but if another 15-year-old came up to you and said that, that'd be okay? I mean,
Also, it's the way they say it, because it depends.
yeah.
Also, it's like if you find them attractive, then that's obviously going to change your.
Yeah.
Wait, so what are y'all looking for in a dude? Other than the age?
I don't know.
Like you see yourself being with like a heavy metal guy?
Yes.
No.
Yeah?
Yes.
No? Yes? What about like a dude with long hair?
Yes.
Yeah? What about an overweight guy?
Yeah.
That's okay for you? You? Because I actually have a guy that, you know, he was in one of my videos and he's looking for a girl. He's 15.
Lele!
But he's a metalhead though.
Then
He's a
no.
metalhead, he's a little bit like heavier. White guy, long hair.
No.
No? He's kind of cool. You should watch his video. Okay. Next question. Name the last 3 guys you like and why.
Name the last 3 guys you've liked and why.
Okay.
3.
You didn't have to be with them. It's like you like them for one reason or another.
I don't want to say his name.
You don't have to say the name.
Okay, there was this one guy, he goes to my school. He was cool, he was attractive, and like he just had like a good vibe. There was another one that I met over here. He was also pretty cool. He liked to skate, and like we hang around the same places.
Yeah.
And then the last one, I was just in a bad place. I don't know why I liked him.
Anybody?
Yeah. But it was just like, honestly, I think it was just like from afar I liked him more than when I actually met him.
So you didn't know his personality?
No.
So that's just one guy? That's it?
Yeah.
No others?
No.
All right, now online dating. What are your thoughts?
What do you mean by online?
Online dating is kind of
Like
creepy.
Yubo or something?
Okay, dating apps that are like specifically meant for dating, I feel like they're kind of weird.
Wait, is Yubo a dating app?
Yubo?
Yes.
Okay, for the older audience on Yubo, they like they separate younger people from older people, obviously. And so if you're 18 and up, it's more like a dating app. But if you're younger, then it's more like a friends.
No, that's
app.
not true. It's a dating app for all ages. Yes. You know how many guys have put me up on that?
Well, it's meant to be just a meeting friends app, but it turns into a dating app.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of hard to find somebody on social media because they can have a whole persona on social media and be completely different in real life.
All right, now we talked a little bit about meeting people on the streets. A lot of women say they only meet guys through people that they know because they trust their friends' opinions or judgment about other people. Do you usually meet people through your friends or independently?
I'm both. I met a lot of my recent people through like people I know, but then also if, like we hang around common spaces and like I've seen you around and like yeah. But like it's in the middle.
I find myself only finding people by myself. I've never like someone's never been like, oh, I wanted you to talk to this guy. Or like if we're in public, I feel more comfortable if I'm with like a group of friends and they're like, oh my god, that boy's cute. Then obviously I feel more confident to like go up to them and actually talk to them.
Oh, so you make the first move?
Yeah.
What about you? You wait for them to make a move?
I would make the first move depending on if I can, like, if I know like I'm gonna get like a yes. But I'm kind of shy.
Yeah. You don't want to deal with the rejection.
No, I don't.
Now, what kind of signals do you send out to guys if you want them to talk to you?
That we want them to talk to us?
Yeah.
I look guys up and down. Yep.
Eye contact?
I think it's kind of just like how the conversation's going. Like if I'm like,
he hasn't come to you yet.
oh,
Because you know
like,
women.
then
will
yeah,
do
you
that,
just
right?
kind of keep like staring at them.
No, not staring.
But
That's creepy.
No, but like staring in a good way. Because sometimes we can also be staring at people just because.
Yeah. Because you don't like them, maybe.
Yeah.
I
So
get that.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes it's kind of because there's different types of stares. Sometimes you can like kind of do like that little like, oh my god, I'm gazing over at him here and there.
All right, now, what are you looking for?
Obviously that he's respectful. Looks is a plus, but it's not like needed. That he's funny, that he's family oriented, kind-hearted, just not disrespectful, especially like in public, like at a restaurant or something. They're not like rude to the waiters. Kind of like, I feel like that's
Yeah,
what
I feel like funny, respectful. They don't have to be family oriented because if you don't like your family, you don't like your family. But like, yeah, knows how to dress because not like knows how to dress, but like doesn't dress like
knows how to put on an outfit.
Yeah.
And like make it look good.
And it's also like get along with my friends because I don't like guys that like come around my friends and then just like whisper like I don't like your friends like.
Or like they're trying to take you away from your friends and only try to like stick with you.
So they ain't gotta be like muscular or anything like that.
No.
Athletic.
No, they can be really skinny.
Even a little bit out of shape, a little bit.
Yeah.
How long does it take for you to like somebody? Because some people, they're quick, right? Some people are a little bit slower.
Again, it depends. Because sometimes you kind of have to feel a person out to kind of figure it out.
I feel like I like people pretty fast, but I also fall out of feelings really fast.
What about this though? Reading a person's vibes. I mean, it doesn't have to be just like guys, you know, it could be anybody. Like let's say you some random, because you know a lot of random people do come up and talk to you here, right, for no reason at all. How long does it take you to figure out whether you like this person's vibes or not?
Honestly, the way you walk says a lot about you. The way you walk says a lot about you.
You walk with your chin up and you're kind of like confident. Yeah. And then sometimes you can even tell when somebody's kind of cocky because they're like, they walk. It's like, I don't know how to describe it.
So that's like a few seconds.
Yeah.
So you'll read his vibe just based on the way he walks. He doesn't even have to open his mouth.
Yeah. And again, like personally, I like somebody that that knows how to talk a lot and is very talkative because I'm very talkative. So it's like awkward when they're kind of very shy with themselves.
It's like the same.
Yeah.
I know. Do you think women are attracted to bad boys?
Yes.
Yes.
Why? Why is that? You got a theory?
I think it's because the sense of freedom.
Yeah.
Especially if you like grew up with like strict parents or whatever. I think it's a sense of freedom.
Also, I feel like it's kind of just like risky. Like you
Well,
feel
like-
more like you feel rebellious just because you're with them.
Yeah, but like nice guys, I like nice guys too.
You normally go for bad boys? What are we talking about here?
Equal.
I feel like with bad boys, quote unquote, it kind of like. Frick, I lost my train of thought.
It's two different experiences. It's two way different.
Oh yeah, they're more. Oh, I don't know how to describe this. Like nice guys, it can kind of like be boring after a while if they're just very. They give you so many compliments all the time, and it's very like kind of suffocating you and just like niceness, I guess. But like it's kind of unpredictable when you're with a bad guy because it's like, oh, he could be doing this, and it just keeps it kind of fun sometimes.
Do you think nice guys can turn into bad boys?
Yes.
How do I set that up without sounding weird?
I feel like you kind of just have to tell her up front.
Yeah.
Like, because,
Because I don't want to lead her on, but at the same time, I don't want to say like, oh, I don't want to date you. I just want to be friends with you. That would just sound weird what I'm saying.
I feel like you just have to keep stuff friendship wise because I feel like girls take hints.
Yeah.
They take hints.
no,
So
but
if
some
you
people don't.
if you don't give them any hints, then. But also, it's like some girls are just gonna take whatever they can get, and they're gonna try to go after you anyways.
That's
so.
why I'm saying, like, you should probably just tell them. Because if you're not telling them, then they're going to think you're leading them on.
Yeah.
So it's easier to just cut it short and be like, honestly, I want to be your friend. That's it. I don't see it.
No,
the other
don't
way.
say it like that. Just be like we're friends, like we're cool.
Yeah.
Don't say it like that, because then she probably will never call you again.
All right, well, that is what it is.
No, I just interviewed another guy. He said, stay in your lane. That means only mess with girls. He said, only mess with girls, first of all, your own age. Second of all, only mess with girls from like certain races. He was a black guy. He said he only messes with black and Spanish women. And also socioeconomic level as well. He said like education level, what kind of restaurants you go to. Can opposites attract? Do you think
Yes.
like you have to really tick all those check boxes that he
No.
just talked about?
No.
He kind of,
Was he old?
He was 37.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I feel like personally, your social status does not matter at all. Your race does not matter at all. Yeah, your age, that matters.
also that kind of limits you. Like if you're like, oh, I like this person, but oh no, I can't because they're
Like-
not in my race or they're not
Yeah.
in the same social standard.
Like, if you find them attractive, you find them attractive.
So it's kind of like, it's hard to just be like, oh no, I'm sorry, I can't date you because you have more money than me. Like, it's just, also that's just kind of rude. Oh yeah, I can't date you because you didn't finish high school or whatever the reason is.
Yeah, that just, yo, if you didn't finish high school, I understand, man.
Or like the income levels don't match up. Or like if
Well,
I'm
that's
real,
kind of tricky.
or if I'm really hood and I'm talking to a bougie woman.
No, I did that before, and it's really, it really doesn't, like, it wasn't for me personally, but I don't think it really matters.
It just also depends on people. Some people are willing to kind of like change how they are, not change themselves, but change certain language that they use or change certain language that they use or whatever it is to kind of like fit the other person, but it has to be like a two-way. It's not just one-sided.
So opposites kind of attract.
Yes, definitely.
People from different sides of.
Yeah.
Alright, now we are at 14 minutes. How much longer do you want to do?
We keep going.
Keep going?
Yeah.
Alright, let's get into some, I don't know, general questions. When do you believe the peak of a human being's life is?
Can you say that again?
When do you believe the peak of a human being's life is?
Well, and it depends on where you live.
Well, if it's you.
Okay, I think there's two. I think one peak is when if you leave and go to college. I think one of them is really like college, or like when you're like 18 and like up. Doesn't matter if you went to college or not. And when if you have kids. Or let's say you find out your sexual identity. I feel like that's a really big one. I feel like stuff like when you really figure out stuff about yourself, that's when your highest peaks. So there could be multiple.
I'm gonna say 21 if we're talking about a specific age, because that's when you're technically an adult, so like you can kind of do everything,
So it's all downhill from there.
basically.
So you better make use of whatever time you have left, right?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I think once you pass a certain age, like, you know, you may not be able to do as much as you used to be able to, right?
It really depends on
Because
what
like a lot of like younger people, they can pull all-nighters and do all kinds of, you know, do a lot of things. They can have a job and go to school, but you talk to some of these older cats, they may not be able to handle that much anymore.
But also, like, there's some people who their jobs are to kind of travel and be fun and go around and do random stuff. Like, it depends on what you're doing in life, where you are, how much money you have. Because if you're able to, you would do all that fun stuff.
Now, do you want to describe each other's strengths and weaknesses?
Okay. Lily's strength. She's really confident and like, she really like, she knows who she is. Her weakness, I don't know. She gets mad really easily.
Anger management?
Not anger
I don't
management
get
wise.
angry.
She gets
I
annoyed,
get annoyed.
very easily.
I think Iana's strength is she's able to joke around. A lot of people can't take jokes or joke around, and it's like funny.
Sense of humor?
A weakness. I feel like she's a little too honest sometimes. Not to me personally. I feel like I don't really care because I'm honest too, so I like take it as constructive criticism in a way. But like to some people, you can be very brutally honest, and some people are sensitive.
Alright, now, let's talk about how you remember meeting each other.
I don't remember meeting her.
We were just talking about this. We sat at the same lunch table, I think, in school, and then we became friends.
Yes.
And then
First impressions?
I don't remember.
I thought she
have
was.
really
I
bad
used to
memory.
think she was like so mean,
Yeah.
but I was also like really stuck up into myself. But I used to think she was gonna be mean and like judgmental, which she is. But now I'm like compatible with that.
I'm not judgmental.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Okay, doobie.
I don't think I remember meeting you. I don't remember meeting anybody. It was kind of like a mutual thing because it was just like she met people and I met people and then we all kind of sat
Yeah.
together. So that's how we met. So I never really had like that. Oh, this person is nice or funny or whatever. I don't remember having like that.
Okay, now, if you could redo any part of your life, what would it be? Any mistakes that you made that you wanted to correct?
I did. Okay, I have the exact word. When I was in 8th grade, I did something really dumb, and I got in a lot of trouble and lost all my parents' trust. And I wish I never did that. I'm not gonna say what it was, but
So you wouldn't have done that if you could do it all over again?
I don't think I would take away anything because you kind of learn. So it's like
that's true.
you learn lessons.
Well, like I could have
And,
learned that
like,
lesson a different way.
If
Yeah,
I
you
hadn't
could learn
done a
without
certain
getting
thing, I wouldn't be
consequences.
here right now. Life would have been so much different. As cliche as it sounds.
But sometimes people like warn you about that stuff, but you just don't listen, right?
They do, but in the moment, you don't like see that that's what they're warning you about. You don't see like what's about to happen.
Also, I don't think I've done anything that's so bad that's like, oh my god, I'm gonna regret it for the rest of my life. This is gonna dwell on me for the rest of my life.
Because your mom's like cool, like she understands.
But for her, it's a big deal though, because like in 8th grade, that's like 13 to 18, that's 5 years that she's, you know, her parents are not going to trust her.
Oh no, they trust me now.
You
Kind of.
regained their trust then.
Kind of, but
So you see, like, why would you take
I
away
messed
if
up
you didn't really-
because I messed up bad. I messed up bad.
But now, did it change anything?
No, it changed stuff, but like it's better now. Like I have their trust back. It's just I messed up. Okay.
Alright, now, you ready for the next question?
Yeah.
Would you still work if you had $5,000 coming in each month? Or would you just live off that?
Me personally, I don't have like my parents kind of have money, so I don't really have to work until I get like really.
Well, let's say you was like a pro director.
Yeah, I would still work because what else would I do? I would find like a job that I like because, like, even if it's like not good pay, then I would still like do what I love, and plus I'm getting the 5,000, so it doesn't really matter about the pay if I like what I'm doing.
What do you like doing? What would your ideal job be?
I don't know. I kind of want to be an actor or like a talent manager or a celebrity.
You still work?
Yeah. I mean, I guess same answer. If I really don't like what I'm doing, then
Is 5,000 a lot?
5,000? I think to me, like I could live off that.
5,000 a month. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I could move to Alabama and pay like what, $500 a month for rent or whatever
No,
it is,
but
right?
like LA rent.
Yeah.
I don't think I could live off that.
And then like food, I only spend like what, $300 a month on food anyway. That's like
Where you wanna
that's
live.
only like what? That's only
It
like
depends on
800.
where you want to live.
If you're the type of person that you like a strict like routine and you're like, I already have my life goals and my life plans and I know where I want to go, then I feel like 5,000 wouldn't be enough, especially if you want to live in a big city.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I would have to.
So you would want to live in a big city?
Yeah,
So I
I'm
would do another
I'm
job.
either staying in New York or LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would want to work another job.
Wait, so what are your long-term goals?
I want to be a psychologist, a child
I
psychologist.
forgot about that.
So, I mean, that already kind of pays a lot.
I would
so.
want to do psychology
So you would continue being a psychologist?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
because I feel like it's so much to like help children who are like going through stuff. Because I know how that is.
Especially with the whole quarantine thing. Everybody felt that.
Right now, I have the perfect question for a psychologist. How do you know somebody's crazy?
How do you know somebody's crazy?
Yeah, or mentally unstable?
In what way?
I
Like a psychopath type crazy?
No, like when
like with the child psychology, I feel like behind children there's a lot of trauma. So if you hear why they're acting the way they do, I feel like you can tell whether they're crazy or not, or they're just acting out because the way that they feel. But with like crazy, like Manhattan crazy,
because like
you
they
know,
haven't gotten there.
maybe
yet.
it depends on like when you reach them. Because if they're already old, then like yeah, but like if you reach them when they're like younger and like going through this stuff, then maybe they will end up crazy.
I don't know how to tell somebody's crazy. Anybody could really be crazy and not showing it.
Because you know, like
I think racist people are crazy.
yeah,
I think that
Racist, homophobic.
because like their mindset on things is just
It's
like,
just like,
how do you think
no,
like that?
like the thing is with racism and homophobia, like if you mind your business, like it's not gonna hurt you. I promise. Like,
and then their just logic is off. Like it just
like it's so off. Like
very confusing. Again, there's a difference between like crazy and then like they're just high off of their mind. They're living in a different world.
yeah.
Because that could also be it.
especially over here, you never know what you're munching on.
All right, now if you were not in New York, where would you be?
LA or Atlanta.
Why Atlanta?
Because my sister lives there.
If I was in New York, I like New York City.
New York State, the whole state. You can't be in the state. Where you?
I would go to Maine
Why Maine? Yeah.
because specifically I would go like in the middle of nowhere because I don't know, I really like nature.
You been there before?
Yes,
So you like it?
yes, very much so.
You don't mind the cold?
No, I'd rather the cold than the hot.
Really? So brace yourself. Summer is coming.
Yeah.
Can you do a New York accent?
There is no New York accent.
All right. Listen, there is no New York accent. We talk how we talk.
Okay, but you see, now you're talking about like the hood New York accent. But then there's also like,
I've met people in Long Island that talk like that.
but now you're also like, there's also like the Italian New York accent where they're very like, I don't know how to do it.
that gives more New Jersey.
No, but still like Long Island.
Girl, Staten Island? Okay, that's not a part of
No, there's Staten Island and Long Island where
Yeah,
there's like a
Staten
lot
Island's
of
got a
Italian.
heavy accent.
So that's what I'm saying. There's not just one New York accent because a lot of people speak differently.
Well, I can't tell the difference between Long Island, Staten Island, New Jersey.
All right, the Long Island and Staten Island, they talk like that.
Very elongated.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
not a British.
Like they talk more Italian because I'm pretty sure it's like more like Italian, like Irish. Well, like the city, depending on where you go, it's either like they talk like plain or they talk like I don't know.
The heavy accent.
Yeah.
Whose idea was it to do this video?
Me?
Do you consider
Both of
yourself?
us. We saw you earlier, so we were like, why not?
Do you consider yourself to be a leader?
No.
Why?
Because I'm shy.
Wait, you're shy, but you decided to do this?
Well, because okay, if I wasn't with my friend, then I would have never done this.
Okay.
But
Do you consider her to be a leader or no?
Yeah.
Why?
Or at least she acts like as she is, so it kind of like made her into one.
She likes to take charge?
Yeah.
sometimes
depends,
if I
it
want
depends.
to do something, then
Then she's
I'm
gonna say
do
it. She's not the type to be like, well, I want to do this, but I'm not gonna say it because whatever. She's not that type.
Do you all hang out all over the city or no?
Mainly here recently.
So you're not very familiar with the whole city?
No. I mean,
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
What are some good places to film videos like this?
To film videos like this.
Yeah.
You could go to Tompkins or Riverside Park. It's like the upper west. I don't know where it is.
Times
Riverside
Square, Central Park.
Park. Times Square, yeah,
But
but
there's just a bunch of people doing interviews a lot of the
Central.
time.
I don't think Central is good unless you go to like the lawn.
That's what I'm saying, like at the lawn, because there's always a lot of people kind of just sitting having picnics,
Yeah,
especially now when it's getting warmer.
yeah, like parks and stuff. Times Square.
Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years. Not doing much, honestly.
But you're going to be studying psychology, right?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna be in college, but
Here in New York or somewhere else? Or where?
there's a really good psych program in Tennessee,
So you'll be in Tennessee.
most likely.
You?
I'm college or Atlanta or LA. I don't know where I want to go to college.
So you could be at a college in Atlanta?
I don't want to go to college in Atlanta because I don't want to go to college anywhere where my family is.
So you want to go somewhere like out there?
Yes. Or like, it could be in Atlanta, but like far from where I live, like hours.
What do you think about those black universities?
My grandmother wanted me to go to an all-black women's university, and
Spelman?
yes, it's not for me. I'm so sorry. It is not for me at all. Like, personally, me, I grew up around a lot of white people, so there's just like certain black people that I don't fit in with this, which is fine. Like, which is fine, but there's like also certain white people that I don't fit in with. So I just don't think I would like going to an all-black school very much. And I like being around diverse people. I don't like just having one diverse.
You say you grew up. What, you were gonna say something?
Oh no,
You say you grew up around a lot of white people. What's that like?
Well, I went to school in Bayside, so I grew around a lot of white and
Oh, is that
Hispanic
Queens?
and white and Hispanic and Asian people, and I liked it. I really liked it, and it's just I was really young growing up around white people, so like there was just like certain stuff that like people would say that I wouldn't like take like weirdly, but now that I'm growing up, like I'm seeing it. Like one time this girl told me, I was at her house and her dog bit me, and then she was like, oh, my dog can't see black people. And when I was small, I was like, oh, okay. But then I told my brother like a couple weeks ago, and he was like, there's something wrong with that. And I was just like,
So that was like a racist thing?
I guess so. Can dogs see color?
unless like she didn't think it was racist because she was young.
No, we
but,
were
like, it
small.
was.
We were small. Like I don't think she meant it in that way, but like
She did, in a way.
she said it. But, like,
Alright, now,
It's like the casual racism.
what advice do you have for the freshmen?
Don't talk to juniors and seniors. You can be friends with them, just
Don't try to date them. It's not gonna work out for you.
I mean it might work out.
No,
They're gonna
but it's
take
a very
advantage of you
slim
or what?
chance. Huh?
They're gonna take advantage of you or what?
Most likely.
Okay.
Because they call it fresh meat, right?
Yeah. Well, that is. there's-
Advantage, I don't know. But like they might try to get into a relationship with you knowing that you're like 14 and they're 18.
And you're gonna be like, yeah.
yeah, and like
They're
also,
gonna know that you're kind of vulnerable, so you're just automatically gonna be like, ooh, this guy likes me and he's older.
and like also like people in high school like they're like in New York like they're really open, like you can like go and talk to people. Like, don't be like shy, but also don't be like super annoying.
Also, maybe just be our school. Because we go to a performing arts school, so everybody's already kind of very dramatic, I guess. So like right when we came in, everybody was just so supportive and like happy.
When I was a freshman, I only for the first couple of weeks I only hung out with sophomores because I was on the volleyball team and they're the only people I knew until like I started like hanging out with people that were in my classes and stuff. So I feel like it's like very open. Just like don't be shy and like be yourself. Don't try to like fit into like the group that you want to be in, I guess.
Don't take every little thing, like every drama and failed thing to the heart, because you're not gonna think about it.
And also, yeah, drama in high school is it's about the
It's
dumbest
so dramatic,
stuff.
and it's like it's not even that big of a deal.
And also, if you go to school like in New York specifically, or like in a city, there are certain people who like have like that like dream city life. Do not try to change yourself to fit into that friend group. It is not going to work, and it is not worth it. Don't do that.
Well, you said you were dramatic people.
I mean, yeah.
No.
No.
I'm a drama major, and she's a musical theater major. So everyone has like their outgoing personalities, but not really like dramatic.
Did you do any impersonation?
No.
Wait, what?
I'm a drama major. I'm
Did you
not
do
good
any
at it.
impersonation?
Oh, definitely not.
She can sing.
I could try, but I feel like I will be no. I
Amazing
hate when people do that.
Grace.
This is why she's a drama major and she doesn't sing in her major.
How sweet.
Wait, what's your specialty? You do any characters normally when you're on stage?
No.
What are you known for? What's your specialty?
Well, we're not known for anything yet because we're not like big stars, but like I guess it's like when you're giving the character, then you have to kind of experiment with that character because not every character is the same, no matter if it is the same character.
I have to go.
Okay, y'all want to plug any of your social media?
Okay, my Instagram is at IANNAANITAA.
My Instagram is _LILIVASQUEZ_.
You guys should follow me. I'm very nice, and if you live in New York, we can hang out. If you're a minor.
You want to give a shout out to anybody?
No. Oh, shout out Layla.
What?
Shout out Layla!
Do I have your permission to put this on the internet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.